Some of my students started off telling me on their exit tickets that they didn't think they had anything to add to the class. And by the end of the semester, those same students were actually the ones that were most fired up about Civics Day. I think because they really wanted to have an impact, but nobody had told them that they could. So as soon as they realized that that was the case and that they could make a change, they became incredibly motivated and very passionate about what they could do.
What I get for the students is they have the opportunity to actually think for themselves and decide what's important. So it's really quite different from other things they do in a classroom.
We want our students to actually participate in the process. They're meeting with legislators about gang violence. They're producing documentaries about teen pregnancy. They're having teen jobs fairs where they're engaging local employers.
There's a change that occurs where people genuinely feel this moment of empowerment. They realize that, hey, I can actually make a difference, and this is how I'm going to be able to do it. And that's really what Generation Citizen is about.
And even just at Civics Day, allowing them to see that people in power and adults are actually paying attention to the kinds of things they're saying is something that's really important, because they certainly have the ideas.
For example, I have a student who said he was not interested in voting because he couldn't see the impact. Well, you make those connections and then you see that his conversations with people, his presentations at Civics Day actually gives people who are making decisions about the world different ideas, and it really does have an impact.
It might not be a big issue to a lot of people, but it is to us, and I think that we want to make a change.
I think kids usually need like a push to do better. Like, this was my push.
After joining Generation Citizen, I believe that my actions can have a larger effect on the community that I live in and the world that I live in.
Being involved with Generation Citizen and the teachers that are here today, that really provided me with the blueprint that I needed to serve as mayor of the city of Malden.
I felt like it was a parallel process of guiding students, but also really growing myself of how to be a better change maker.
And in the simplest terms, Generation Citizen is the link between, on the one hand, civically disengaged, non-participatory youth in the public education system, and government officials, politicians, local decision makers who have some sort of influence on the issues that these students want to change.
So in my other classes, it's like we learn about math, we learn about history, but this one, it's like we were creating history. It was because it was a different feeling, because we actually learned more about ourselves, more about our community.
I think success for Generation Citizen is simply a democracy where everyone participates.